Hey vlog, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiffany Williams. glitz&glam.tiff.com is my blog, and welcome back to another vlog. Today is Tuesday, and I am just going through emails and stuff right now, and also posting things. I also got a new phone case because my other phone case was kind of falling apart, and I always get things that sparkle, and then eventually the little sparkly things start to fall off or like start to look crazy and weird. But I've had that phone case for like a while, so it's time for a new one. It's time for a change. But yeah, I got sent an email for a brand, which sounds like water, and it looks like I get to pick out some things, so we'll see. I need to open this. If you hear the ocean in the background, it's on my computer. I have received some juices from Suja. So I've just been drinking them throughout the week, and I got some of the shots as well. And this one is apple, celery, cucumber, kale, collard greens. This is that one right there. It also says paired with lemon, mint tea, ginger, spinach, spirulina, colora, and barley greens, and barley grass. So I know other people say ew to green juice, but I don't know. Green juice is one of my faves. It also makes me feel like I'm cleansing my body too. I try to do a lot of greens and like veggies and things like that just to keep my system clean and just to put health into my body. But yeah, excuse me. I just wanted to come on, say hi, start this new vlog, and yeah, share with y'all what I can. What's happening this week? I feel like there's a few things happening this week that I'll share with y'all. I do have a meeting coming up. I don't know if I've mentioned this before already, but I've helped put together a group of ladies that are Black creatives here in San Diego, and me and the other founder, Tamara, like we've been meeting up and talking about the setup and everything. So we're supposed to meet up this week and talk about like finalizing stuff and getting things together. We have a few brands that we've reached out to be able to collaborate and create with them, and do giveaways and just bring things together and have a good time. So yeah, we've been working on that. And what else? Just been doing emails, working on blog posts. I'm working the Rock and Roll Marathon this weekend, so I have a meeting for that coming up. And then I got invited to a pool party. There's a couple of events that are coming up on Thursday. Trying to figure out, there's two events I RSVP to. There's one that I'm kind of like, do I really want to drive all the way out there, because it's not super close, it's not super far, but just like it's a far drive, especially when there's traffic and stuff. I might have to tell them I don't want to go, or I'm not going to be able to make it, because then there's another event. It's happening later in the evening, but like it's just a lot trying to do both in one day. Like I was like excited about it, but then I'm kind of like, do I want to do that? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So I'll be at least going to one of them. And then another friend, she had reached out and asked what I was doing, so I might be going to an event with her. I might just be scrapping everything all together. And then she said it might be rescheduled. I don't know. We'll see, but there will be things happening throughout this vlog. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later.
You can't change me. I'm willing to grow. Tell me, what do you need from me? This ain't a show, but I'll make it seem just what you mean to me. Be here forever. At least that's what it seemed to me. That's what it seemed to be. You helped me see different angles. I was down fighting demons. God brought me to an angel. Right place at the right time. Right thing in the right mind. Down bad, then I left hurt. Then you brought me back to the right side. Trusting me into the end. Swear to God, take a vow. Took the long way home. Look at us now. You helped me fight through the pain. You helped me stand in the rain. You came and took my heart. So now I'm giving you my name. All you gotta do is hold on, hold on. All you gotta do is hold on, hold on, hold on.
Good morning, vlog. So I've just been working on content over here, which I'll show photos and stuff inside on the screen. I have my ring light on just because at first there was no sun and I really wanted to get natural light in for the photos. And so I kind of waited a little bit, like I had breakfast and stuff and waited to see if the sun would come out just a little bit to kind of like stream in, because there was different photos, like I said, I'll show the photos, but there's like different kind of scenery that I wanted to share and show, and I wanted to use like mostly natural light, but I did turn on my ring light just so I had some extra light in here, and I have on my regular lamp that I always turn on, but when the sun comes in it makes really pretty content. I vlog off of this camera and I take photos off of this camera that I'm using right now, so I wasn't really able to show, but I'll show, like I said, I'll show like videos. I did swatches and things like that. And I know I've shared these blushes before, but Dibs Beauty, they have these duo baked blush and they're so pretty. Like the colors are so nice. Like here's one of them. This one is called Backstage. Has like a purpley, you can see I like rubbed into the colors so I could swatch them and share them and show what they look like on my skin. But yeah, they're really pretty. Like I really love this darker tone, and all of them kind of have like shimmer to it. I don't know if you can tell. So they have kind of like a almost like highlighter type of look, like when you put them on, and they're just really pretty colors, and they stay on for a good amount of time. Like I like to put something that's kind of tacky underneath and add a baked blush or bronzer or something like that on top. I love layering my just everything that I put on my face, like when I'm doing my makeup, which I feel like I've talked about before, I'm not really sure, but I just wanted to share that right quick and say hello, good morning. I've been like up and just doing stuff, not even dressed or anything yet, but I really wanted to get this done before I like got dressed for the day. So yeah, I'm about to shower and get to some emails and things, and I'll talk to y'all later. I don't even think I explained what I'm doing the content for. So on my blog, glitzandglambytiff.com, sometimes I'll get sent different items and products from PR and like brands and whatnot, and sometimes they'll ask for like content review and things like that. So I'll actually do it for my website, and take photos and just like show and share things for them and give like a full like product type of thing. And sometimes my blog gets featured in like different things on different websites, especially for brands. Like I've been featured for different like brand things through my blog. So having a blog is definitely something that is still relevant. Like a lot of people are like, should I start a blog? Is it still relevant right now? Is it something that can help me brand myself? Absolutely. I think yes. I think having a blog, aside from just having social media, I think is a great investment for yourself, just to show your own work and like build a portfolio there. Whether it, because like blogging, I feel like you can do so many different things, but it can be a standalone thing as well. And if anything happened to social media, if social media was to break down, you would still have another space, another place to keep your work and keep the things that you've worked on, so that you can share that with others, like for other projects and things. So, and also if you like writing and if you like just sharing your story in a different way, I think that it's a great way to have another outlet. So yeah, if you've thought about blogging, if you want to start now, I say do it. I don't think it's ever too late. And yeah, I still blog. Like, it's so funny. I haven't been writing as much as I used to. It's because I do have more people like sending me things now, and like I add a lot of stuff from like different things, and I try to like share as much out about like different brands and whatnot. But like I still like to share things that I'm working on, stuff from my businesses, and just me in a nutshell. Like what I like and things that I've been loving lately. I like sharing my favorites there. I'll do like product lists and roundups and things like that. So I definitely want to get back into doing more of that kind of stuff, because I feel like I've been lazy, honestly. And do like more guides and do more things along those lines that I did before. So it's a work in progress. I haven't been blogging the way how I used to before, but slowly but surely it's coming together. I'm getting back into it, and yeah, I still share tons of stuff there. So if you haven't checked out my blog yet, and if you want to see like what I think and what I'm talking about as far as like the blushes and like other products and things that I've been using, I try to share as much as I can over there. Actually, yeah, I've shared quite a bit. But there's more coming. There's more on the way. And yeah, you can definitely subscribe. I send out a newsletter every month too. I don't try to bombard people in their email boxes, but I'll share codes and links and share like activities and things. Especially if you're in San Diego, if you're wanting to come to San Diego, or just like California in general, like if I'm going different places. I try to share all of those things throughout the month. So yeah, just thought I'd put that tidbit in and encourage people as well. If you want to get started in the blogging scene, do it. You just never know. But all right, talk to y'all later. Good morning, vlog. Today is Thursday, May 30th. As you saw, I just made a smoothie. I went to Pilates this morning, which it's so funny. Every time I go to Pilates, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this class is so hard. But like, seeing the results is always the best thing. So I love going, and it's a good workout. It's a good full body workout. Today's class, well, so I go to Salt Hot Pilates, but they do have a non-heated class. So sometimes I like taking that class when I'm not feeling really like as intense for that day, especially because this week, well, yesterday I started my period, and you know, like your body, it feels different during that period of time in the month for most women. And of course, like you still are able to do certain things, but you're not at your like best strength usually within your body. But because I've been going to class more often, I do feel like I have been able to push myself more. So when I signed up for class, I was like, oh shoot. But then I was just like, you know what, you can do this, you got this. You can always, there's always options to take things slow, there's always options to modify, so use those options. And so that's what I was thinking about like during class, and I got through it and I did it, and yes, I'm here to tell a story. But yes, I did that today, and came back, made a smoothie, and about to get some work done, and I'm going to an event later. So I think I had said this earlier in my vlog, pretty sure I did. I got invited to 2 different events today, which is so interesting. I was just talking to my friend Tamara, which I just met up with her last night, and we were going over different things for the event that we're planning for Black Girl Creative San Diego. And it's so funny how like PR companies, they all plan their events like on around the same week, same night, same day, and then they invite like similar people or like kind of same crowd. It just depends. Like it's interesting being a part of this industry. Like a lot of times people ask me like, how do I get invited to events, or how do I know this person, or how do I know that person? Sometimes I have no idea how I get onto lists and how I get onto PR like things. They just happen. Also because of the type of content that I am creating, the type of stuff that I'm posting, people pay attention to that. So if you are a creative and if you want to create a certain type of vibe, or if you're creating certain things, especially like if you live in like say your city and they have like different things going on, events, restaurant openings, whatever it is, if you want to attract PR that are in hospitality or like cocktails, different things like that, restaurants, hotels, create that type of content, or create like a lifestyle that looks like it's fun and inviting. And a lot of times that's what will attract those brands and like PR to you. Because that's literally all I've done. I've just created the content and I've attracted people to my page. Also, I think it depends on like who I'm around too, because a lot of times friends help, or a lot of times being around certain people definitely helps in your favor, and like people can pass your name along. So making good connections is another way, like networking, all of that is important within this industry. So yeah, I said all that to say sometimes I have no idea how I get on PR lists. I have no idea like who different PR people are sometimes until I actually meet them in person. And then there's also always new PR groups popping up that I have no idea like who they are. And also there's a huge turnover of PR people that move to different companies and like different brands and different things. And once I meet one person, a lot of times my name gets passed along with every PR place that they are with if they like working with me. So like I said, making those connections, making sure that you do great work and are on top of your stuff, you'll be in there and you'll be good. So as a creative, that is my tip for today. But yeah, so tonight I decided to only go to one event because I was like, trying to go to 2 is absolutely nuts. And then also they're on 2 opposite sides of the city. One was way up north, probably like 30-45 minutes away, and then another one is a little bit closer to me, which is only about like 25-ish minutes away. And also just like the crowd and like people that are gonna be at the second event, I'm like, I feel like I'll have more fun than at the first event. And the first event is like kind of at an awkward time, traffic, things like that. And I'm just like, do I really want to fight through that? I don't think so. So I'm going to one event and I'll share that with y'all. Also, there's like a fun theme and stuff. It's Roaring 20s, like prohibition type of like style. And it should be a good time. So I'll share that with y'all later. I do have, oh, you know what? I did want to talk about a product because I used it right before I went to class. So I showered this morning. Like I said, since I'm on my period, it was like before I go to class, I always try to like shower, wipe off something, or unless I take a shower the night before, but at least like wash my face, brush my teeth, something, because I don't like going to class funky in any type of way. I don't care. But when I got out of the shower today, I put on my moisturizer, and then I also used this Hello Sunshine Invisible Hydrating Serum Sunscreen, and I love it so much. Like I haven't washed my face like since I've been back like thoroughly or whatever. I just kind of like wiped it off, but it gave my skin a nice glow, and also it doesn't leave a white cast, which, like I said, if you see on my skin, like I'm not looking like white or patchy. And yeah, I got this sent to me not too long ago in PR. It's a newer product from It Cosmetics, and it's called It Hello Sunshine Invisible Hydrating Serum Sunscreen, and it's a SPF of 50, which I think is great. It has hyaluronic acid and vitamin B5, and it's great as a primer under your makeup. So yeah, just wanted to share that right quick just because I really liked it. I've been using it off and on. Like I have a couple of sunscreens that I've been kind of going in and out from, but I do like, this is another one that I really like. I think I'm gonna do a blog post about like sunscreens for the summer, since I mean that's the next season that's coming up, and different ones that I've been trying, different ones that I really like, different ones that are great for brown skin, different ones that are great for under makeup, etc, etc. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about the couple different ones that I have been trying out recently, and that'll be up soon on glitzdandglambytiff.com. Speaking of my blog, I've been it's so funny because there's so many things, so many ideas that I have as far as like writing and like editorial type of content and things like that I'm planning out, and I'm just excited to just launch all the posts and like get them out there. But it takes planning. I really like to take my time and like research things and like look into things, try things out. Like I said, with like the sunscreens and stuff, I didn't want to just like be like, oh, I love this sunscreen, and I haven't even actually like taken the time to really see how it works. I've been using a few different sunscreens for the past, like I want to say couple months, and I've really found like ones that I really like. And then also just like products in general, I like to take my time to try them before I actually start talking about them. Like I'll show them and be like, oh hey, here's this new product, but I won't be like, oh, it's amazing and you should buy it like right away. Like I think that's crazy. So yeah, I like to take my time, and like whenever I share products, and I like to weigh out the pros and cons. I might talk about like, oh well, this didn't work for me, but it may work for you. I like to give those type of reviews. But I'm not gonna like put down a brand like, oh, this product sucks and like you shouldn't buy it. But I will talk about my experience, and I will talk about like how I felt about it, like, and be truthful and honest. So whenever I do write stuff like on my blog, just know that I took the time to really thoughtfully curate and put everything together, and it's coming from me. Like it's not coming from anybody else. Like I usually like to put descriptions like from websites and things like that, and kind of just give like their description, just so people know like what it's supposed to be about and what it's supposed to be like, and then I'll add in my like 25 cents in there too. So it's like you kind of get both sides. I like to make sure I cover my bases and cover as much as I can. And as a blogger and like as a writer, journalist, whatever you want to call me, well, I feel like, yeah, I do kind of write as a journalist and like as somebody who is in this industry and in this field to really share thoughts thoughtfully and really make an impact with like what I'm sharing. So yeah, that will be coming to the blog soon. Like I said, there's so many posts that I have, and I feel like I've been talking forever, talking y'all ears off. I have a lot to chat about, like a lot of times. Like it's so funny. I feel like people will meet me and they don't think that I talk. Because I mean, I am more quiet. I'm super reserved. But I mean, if I have stuff to talk about, I'll talk about it. I don't mind talking. I don't have a problem with talking. But then like, once my energy is gone, I'm just kind of like, all right, I have to go. And that's just how it is. But anyway, let me, oh man, yeah, driver's license renewal. I gotta do that this year. Anyway, let me go. I'll talk to y'all later. Good morning, vlog. I'm starting off the morning slowly. Well, it's about to be 10 o'clock. It's not too slowly, but I mean, it's not that early, but it's not that late. Last night I went to an event at, it's called Union Tap and Kitchen. I believe they did like a whole, so I'm trying to like find out more information. They had a grand opening party yesterday, but I think there's just like a grand reopening because they redid a lot of their areas. Let me see. And yeah, I'm just trying to get a better understanding of what it is that they did. Because yeah, it looks like they did like a whole like rebrand, remodel, and okay. But they do have other locations too throughout San Diego. So the PB one just did a grand reopening. It seems like they have like a new menu and kind of just like a new look and feel, which is super nice. The way how they decorated, and they have like a lounge area, which I'm gonna put clips and stuff from things that I put together from last night. And it was packed in there. There was so many people, but it was a really cool night. I got to connect with some people that I've like seen before, but hadn't seen in a while. Or like, it's always interesting. I feel like I said this before, like how not everybody's invited to all the same events, but you will see a lot of similar people a lot of times, like within the industry, like people that are creatives or people that just like are in like the restaurant, hospitality, food industry, or people that are foodies that talk about food, that report on like what's happening in San Diego. You usually see like all those different kinds of people. So yeah, I did connect with like a few different people, and I usually go to events alone. Like I'll go to events by myself. I have no issues with that because I usually will just kind of walk around, get my content and things like that, and then if I see somebody that I know, like I'll like chat and whatnot with them, or I kind of just like get my content and get photos and stuff, and then I'll just kind of go about my night or go about my day. But no, I was able to like talk to people. I met this one lady who she's a, what did she say? She said that she's in the beef business, and I was like, the beef business? Huh? She delivers the meat to the restaurant, and I was like, that's so cool. That's so interesting. And she works and partners with different restaurants, like for all their meats and stuff. And we're just like, well, that's cool. So I talked to her for a little bit, and connected with another girl who is the weather. She does the weather here for one of the news stations, which is so funny. Like I remember, because a stylist that we are mutual friends with, she seen me on her page, and she's like, hey, do you work with so and so? I was like, yeah. So connected with her finally, because I feel like the stylist Ashley, she had mentioned her before, but I was like, I don't think we've ever met. So we met last night. And yeah, it's just cool to just kind of like walk around, chill, like meet people, like as I just kind of mosey along. And then also there was a theme, which I'll put my outfit in as well. The theme was 20s, like Prohibition era type of style. So everybody was like dressed with like their headdresses and like sparkly, like fringy type of dresses. Like little shawls and scarves and hats, like all, just everybody looked so nice that dressed up in the theme, and it was just like fun to see, and it was fun to get dressed up and like have like a whole like 20s era party. So yeah, I did that, and then I feel like I didn't get back home like super late. I'm over here about to chomp on some waffle. I'm starving. When I do get back from events, a lot of times I like to do a quick little recap, at least in my stories, just to like tag the PR, tag the place I was at, and just give like a little bit of a brief kind of synopsis of the event, and also like, you know, shout out, say thank you to people, just so they invite me back. And so I can keep in contact with the PR as well. Like actually it's cool because I did talk with the girl. It's so funny, like meeting people in person that you email all the time. Like putting a face to a name and like an email. It's like, oh hey, like I emailed you. It's like, oh hi. So I talked to the PR girl for a little bit, who sent me the invite. Her name is Sarah. She was super sweet, and it's interesting because like I feel like I said this before as well, like there's always different people in PR that have different roles, or there's people that move on and like end up having a different job somewhere else, or just it's like a constant revolving like circle of people. And then there's also newer people, like younger people, like they've graduated out of college and like they've gotten a PR job at a PR firm or whatever it is. So I feel like that's happened a lot, but it's always interesting to be still in contact with the same PR people, because I'm still on their list, or like they have lists of people that they just like keep and they like to have. I don't know how all that works, but it's always interesting just to like meet everybody. So it was just cool to connect with them in person and be able to, you know, put a face like, hey, I'm so and so, like I'm getting content, like I really want to keep working with y'all, and let me know what else you have going on. Like that's always good to kind of like connect with those kind of people as well. So yeah, there's like always just different things to like keep in mind when you are going to an event, to events just in general. And if you want to be invited back, it's like show that interest, and also show it with posting. Like if you're not posting, if you're not sharing, if you're not talking about what it is that you're getting invited to, like people don't, you probably won't get invited back, honestly. Or if you don't like mention anything, or just like say thank you, or just, you know, keep in contact with those people, they might forget about you and they just kind of like move on to somebody else. So yeah, I always like to do like a quick little recap, but then like I'll post stuff onto my actual feed later on and just give shout outs and just talk about, because I mean I'm always talking about like what's happening in San Diego. I was talking about like restaurants, talking about like events and things that are going on, new things that are popping up, things to check out and just be aware of, or just like things that I think are cool. I just like to share that type of stuff, and that's how I get invited by other people, or like get asked to do content for like brands and whatnot. So just, I feel like content talk and like things like that are things that I like to share and just like give insight to. So yeah, but yeah, it was a fun night. And also I got a package. I got a couple of packages actually, so let me talk about those right quick. Oh, I also wanted to mention as well, whenever I wear heels now, I put these little foot pads in my shoes. Put them on, well, they go on my feet. So like if I wear little booties or boots, or even if I wear heels and I have like room to kind of stick my foot in with these, I'll put them on. And they're called Sockshions. And they're by this brand called Sheec. I'll show you what they look like right now. But they're these little pads that like, this goes on your big toe, this goes on your pinky toe, and this goes at the bottom of your foot, and it helps to cushion your foot. And it helps you last in your shoes. So you put one on the left and then you put one on the right. It like tells you, gives you the directions. And these things are a lifesaver. They're so good. And just Sheec, the brand in general, they have really good socks, and they have just like really good like feet, things for your feet. So I'm gonna put their link down below, just because I've been loving these. They sent them, I got like a whole PR package of like socks and like all their different things. I talked about them actually on my blog, so I think I'll link my blog post down below as well, because like they have these socks that are really good for like sneakers. And they also have really cool socks like that just sit at your ankle and they don't move. Like they're like the best socks. And I gave a couple pairs to my mom, because like literally sent me so many socks. And I asked my mom, like, do you want some socks? Because they sent me so many. So she liked them as well. She's like, oh my gosh, like they stay. And like they have like this technology that actually like helps to keep the socks on your feet, and like they don't slide off or anything, and they're just good all around socks. So I'm gonna put them down below. I mean to mention them. I also got so I got a package from this brand called Fly Frames, and this is them, and they are a what do you call this, like rimless, is this a rim stem? They're just the front part of the glass, and they fit on your nose bridge. So they sent me these glasses. I haven't even opened them up yet. How do I open these? Alright, I figured it out. It slides like this. Okay, so they sent me this pair of glasses, and like literally it's just like the frames look like this, and they don't have anything else, but like you click on the front like that, and then it attaches to your nose bridge and just stays on. So like if you're wearing, like, I feel like it's cool like if you're wearing hats or like walking around, or like even if you're putting your headphones and stuff and don't want anything to disrupt like the sides of your glasses, because sometimes it is a little bit like hard to put on other things like around your face. So yeah, this is like super cool. They just sent them to me to check out, try out, and talk about them. And yeah, I just wanted to mention them. And if you're interested, and it's like a cool like small business as well, so I'm gonna put their link below if you want to check them out, and you know, check out their brand and what they're doing over there. They're from New York. it's so cool that I'm like connected to brands in like different places and different spaces, and like I think because like I talk about so many different brands like on my blog and stuff, and I have over the like the last, what is it, 10, 11, 12 years talked about different things. People find me and they like how I share things, so then they send me stuff. And I love just like talking about smaller brands as well, just because everybody needs a little bit of love and everybody needs a shout out. So yeah, I just wanted to shout them out. Okay, then last thing, I think I had mentioned, yeah, I did. I talked about this brand before, but Truvani, they sent me another package. I really liked, I actually just drank the chocolate protein powder. Oh, I made a smoothie or a shake yesterday. With the chocolate protein, and I really like their protein powder. Like it mixes in well, it doesn't have like a weird taste. So they sent me this box, the sampler box of their protein bars. Has like all this stuff in it. Okay, so they sent over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was there supposed to be 6? Or did they only send me 5? I guess they only sent me 5 of them. Which, I mean, that's fine. Okay, so they have these bars called the Only Bar, which looks like this. And they have a deal for their samplers. It's called the Truvani Only Bar Sampler. Try all 6 for $14.99. So they have this here. I'm going to put this down below if you're interested in trying them. And they have, the flavors are, there's a coconut cashew flavor. There's a peanut butter flavor. There is a oatmeal chocolate chip. Okay. Chocolate peanut butter flavor. And then chocolate brownie. Let's see. I think I'm going to try the coconut cashew. That sounds really good. It has 5 simple ingredients in it. There's cashews, dates, maple syrup, coconuts, and sea salt. It says that right there. So yeah, I'm gonna open this up and try it. Like I said, I like their protein powders, so their bars. It kind of reminds me of what's that bar called? But I feel like it's a lot chewier because those bars are like super thick. I can't think of what those bars are called, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. They have like dates and stuff in them, but they're like super like, I feel like rock hard. This is my opinion, but this is really soft. That's good. I can tell like it's not filled with fluff. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that right quick, talk about those things. And like I said, if you want to try their sampler, I'm gonna put the link down below for y'all. But anyway, I just want to check in, say hey, talk about a few products, talk about a few brands, and I'll chat with y'all later. What's up, vlog? Happy Saturday. Today is June 1st. We are in a new month. I just wanted to wrap up this vlog and I'll talk about kind of what I did today. I just went to an opening party for a studio. For the Pilates studio that I go to, they have a new location. It's called Salt Hot Pilates. One was called Salt Vault. But yeah, they just opened up a new location in Pacific Beach, so I just stopped by right quick just to check it out and say congratulations and see like some of the girls that I know that like I take their classes and stuff. So yeah, I stopped by there, and now I'm about to start editing for this weekend's vlog to go up. And just wanted to end the vlog here because I haven't ended it yet. And just say thank you for watching, thank you for being here. If you would like to join the fam over here, please feel free to subscribe, give a thumbs up. Also comment below like what you've been liking about the vlogs, things that you hope I talk about, like if you want to hear more about me talking about blogging or like just being an influencer, being a content creator, running my own business, like things like that, let me know. But yeah, until next time, I will talk to you later and see you in my next video. Bye.